Hello, this is Maggie. Today I'm looking at a Synastry chart, compatibility chart between the Duchess of Cambridge, Catherine, and the Duke of Cambridge, William. So I'm just looking at it, it reminded me of that song, Royals by Lord. Only these are royals. Her song is Will Never Be Royals, but her fantasy was to be a royal. So yeah, that's, I'm looking at, okay, first of all, the Duke of, forgive me if I still call him Prince William, but he will be the inner wheel, which is blue, and I will post this, and the Duchess, Catherine, will be on the outer wheel until her planets are red. So the chart is a synastry, it's where they connect, you know, where her planets connect with his and vice versa. So first of all, I'm looking at their midheaven. Her Mars is on his Mars conjunct, so that's a lot of fire. You know, it's the ruler of Aries and it's passion. So they are very passionate about each other, and they found each other, and they're very passionate in their relationship. And of course, generationally, they have Saturn up there in the midheaven. Their sense of responsibility, for one thing. They're, you know, rulers in this monarchy, so that's their Saturn, and Pluto. Those are generational as well, but they're in Libra, so they are married. They're cemented in marriage. They're transformational figures in the monarchy, and it is in Libra. I mean, they're in Libra, which is the house of relationship, the sign of relationships, and so they're married together and very passionate about each other, which is why they got married. So I'm just going to do where their planets connect, because I've already done a chart on both of them. Uranus connect, and that is in the 11th house of Sagittarius. It's his is 1 degree and hers is. And again, that would be generational as well. However, you know, which house it's in the 11th house of friendship. So they were friends first before they got married, which is a wonderful thing to connect on that level. Yeah, so Neptune, they connect. That's generational too. The outer planets, you know, hang around for a long time. So, you know, they were born practically in the same year, if not the same. So they would have that, but they both have Neptune in the 12th house of Pisces, which is a life of service, and they share that together in their marriage, a life of service. Through being in the royal family and through their travels abroad, because they're both in Sagittarius, but so they're in fire sign in Sagittarius, so they both have very high-minded, you know, extremely well-educated, high ideals, high mind, visionaries, vision for the future, and, you know, legalities, travel, law, education, all those gifts that they have, you know, being royalty, they share in service with others, and internationally, just all over the world, they use their talents and their skills in a life of service, and so that probably attracted them to each other. Well, of course, and they're married, and so that is their mission. One of their missions, you know, is a 12th house, because the 12th house is Pisces, and Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. So it would be a life of service internationally somehow, you know, traveling, or, you know, maybe sharing their charities or their peacekeeping mission throughout the world. Let's see what else intercepts. Screen a little. Okay, yes. So the next would be so her ascendant is in Leo, in his house of Leo. So, you know, that they're both royalty. So her ascendant is herself, and yeah, and that's in the 8th house. That's shared resources. So, yeah, marrying into the royal family. You know, they're sharing their resources. This side is Scorpio, but it's in Leo. So the North Node is where they really connect, and that's in the relationship house of Cancer. It's extremely beautiful. Extremely beautiful. They both have the North Node in Cancer. And again, I think of Princess Diana. I can't help but see it frequently in family charts. There is a dynamic. There is a pattern that shows, and it repeats in all the family members. So anyway, this nurturing moon and the North Node, Destiny, in her outer wheel, she's the red, in the 7th house of relationships. So it's almost like they were fated to get married, to meet, have a relationship, and a very extremely close, nurturing, intuitive. It's just such a strong connection. And to have your lights upon their lights, you know, the moon and the sun are the lights. So when you look for the, like, the moon is almost conjunct his North Node. So that is really karmic and fated to meet and to be there to nurture each other, you know, throughout this. Yeah, and to have those both in the 7th house is very exciting for a relationship. Of course you want to see that because you want to connect. I mean, yeah, if you're going to get married and you love each other, it's great to see a connection in your 7th house of partnerships, you know, in Libra. And the fact that it's in Cancer, that's Libra's house rather, Libra's sign of relationships, but the fact that it's in Cancer makes it a very, very mutual, caring, nurturing relationship. And so they both lean on each other heavily, but her moon is there for him, you know, and vice versa. Yeah, it's very, very sweet, nurturing, loving, caring, sensitive relationship. And I do see Princess Diana in this. I definitely do. She just has a karmic imprint, you know, in all of their charts. Yeah. So let me see. Those are the main dynamics where they connect. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So it's basically their marriage, their partnership. You know, their 7th house partnership. And their 5th house, yeah, their 5th house, of course, was how they met. So they connect in their 7th house and they're midheaven, where they're implementing their rule. It's in the 9th house of Libra. That's regality, you know, it's Sagittarius's house, bringing higher ideals of peace and justice. And, well, that's their, you know, their rule, of course, but I'm talking about their relationship, their synastry chart. But this is their midheaven. They're royals. And so, you know, of course they're going to have Saturn, you know, it's very serious responsibility on their shoulders, and Pluto to transform the world through their presence. And Mars so is passion. It's passion. So, um, and it's outgoing and extroverted and fun because Sagittarius, the ninth house is Sagittarius's house. So that would make it more extroverted, and with the fact that they're in Libra, it's good for partnerships. And their partnership is in the public eye, in the world's view, because it's up in the midheaven, and they connect. And so their main focus is the 7th house of partnerships and their 10th house. Similar to the 10th. I'm calling it the 10th house because it's near the MC. It's actually the 9th house, where they connect in their value systems, and in their relationships. So they have these shared value systems, and their sense of justice and idealism, and all these things in common, and the attraction as well. Mars is very strong attraction. I mean, it rules Scorpio, and it rules Aries as well. So they're very attractive personalities that were attracted to each other. And the karmic imprint is definitely in their 7th house, so strong to have the moon in Cancer, and the North Node in the North Node. Yeah, it's very much a karmic imprint, and thank you for Princess Diana. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, please like and subscribe. Thank you. I just wanted to add one more factor in the Synastry chart between Duchess of Cambridge and the Duke of Cambridge. William was your Jupiter. Their Jupiter in Scorpio is extremely powerful, fortunate, optimistic, and huge attraction. And I read somewhere that they actually had a compatibility chart done before they got married, which, they're young, and it totally makes sense that they would do that. And when they saw this, when they saw their North Nodes, and they saw their Mars, and they saw their Jupiter, it's like, go for it. This is good. This is really good stuff. So Jupiter and Jupiter conjunct. His Jupiter is at 0 degrees in the 10th house, and hers is, so that's a critical degree. Oftentimes that is with royalty, and hers is less than 10 degrees. So that would be a conjunction that I overlooked mentioning. So it's very, very important, of course, because the shared resources that they join together in their marriage, and just the blessings and the good fortune, and that, it's just like, it's like good luck. It's good luck. It's not only good luck, it's good fortune and blessing, and it's a fortuitous marriage, definitely. So if you see Jupiter, go for it. Don't have no doubts whatsoever. And the North Node, it's just a very, very, very connected Synastry chart. And I'm glad they had their chart done. I don't think they wanted anyone to know, but yeah, they saw this, and you can't go wrong. And the Jupiter in Scorpio, Jupiter's in a sign for a whole year, so they were both born probably with Jupiter in Scorpio, so they would connect on that level, and so they would have a powerful, very powerful, passionate attraction to each other, and share a lot of the same passion, definitely, and values and intensity about certain issues. And it also would denote royalty as well, because it is up in the midheaven. So, and royalty is all about shared resources and joint assets, but it's very lucky, very, very lucky to have Jupiter conjunct Jupiter. I mean, what more do you want? And Mars. and moon in the 7th house of relationships and the North Node. It's like, this was a very, very good match. It's destiny. So I'm very happy for them. Okay, thank you. Just wanted to add that.